Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Copper Dragons here, and I'm going to be playing some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. So let's hop right in and continue the game. Honestly, I can't remember where I left off last time. I can't remember. But either way, let's talk to Detective Gumshoe since I'm right in front of him. Wait, I gotta go inside Studio 1. October 16th, Studio 1. What is it? Uh, you're real quiet all of a sudden. Yeah, that does seem pretty odd considering Maya's usually pretty talkative. You know, doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? Um, that white tape. It's so real. I mean, it is real per se. You know, in the context of this universe, anyways. Well, the evil magistrate did die here, and the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was a samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. Well, we don't know if the samurai did kill him. You know, um, let's just examine some of the stuff. Oh my god, I'm just really like at a loss for words right now. They outline Jack Hammer's body lay. They outline where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected a spear stabbing would leave at least a few blood stains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. That does make sense, but if it was a fatal blow, it had to have been at least, for like if it was metal plating around the helmet, then that means it had to have been a body blow, meaning that because it had to have been fabric around the body. So there had to have been at least some blood around the body. Hey, look, that's the chair the director sits in. Same with the cast sometimes, too. I've always wanted to sit in one of those. Hey, Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards they clap at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone. A real live megaphone. Wow, you are obsessed, even more than I am whenever it comes to my interests. Ready, Nick? Action. This girl is more trouble than I thought. You think? Let's just check out some of this stuff. Look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. Yeah. What's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. This girl is out there. You think? Alright, let's just examine some more of this stuff. Wow, look at that camera. That must cost a ton. Yeah, camera in USD costs at least a couple $100. Just for a regular handheld camera. Just imagine how expensive they would be for a camera that size. Yeah, so don't touch it. Yeah, that's obvious. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Why are you trying to pick it up? Hey, you, no touching that. Who are you? Sorry, my partner is kind of, you know. No, I don't know. Well, you are kinda stupid at times, Maya. Don't get me wrong, she has shown signs of intelligence, but she has done a lot of dumb things. Who are you? Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. New lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers. I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit, but do what you can for WP, okay? He never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry. Leave it to us. You know what? Hold on real quick. I want to check out something on my phone. Alright. Let's just continue the game. Let's talk to Penny. about the day of the crime. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes, it was. I was in the studio the whole day. Um, I was only assistant on staff. I was the only assistant on staff that day. You see, only one assistant. Yeah, that is incredibly unbelievable for a highly successful movie franchise. Um, like the Samurai series that Maya keeps talking about. Especially with a series that's heavily popular with the kids. Of course, it's gonna be have at least more than enough money to afford enough assistants than just one to come in one day. Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. How is something that's producing one of the most popular children's franchises right now in this universe, how is that not doing well? That doesn't make sense to me. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. Um, the morning we went through. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. The employee area. That's where Power's dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. Um, After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio One. That doesn't make sense considering he should have been napping around this point. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. Now that lines up more closely to what he says. But I didn't see either of them after that. Let's ask about Will. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private. What kind of girl do you think I am? Honestly, I don't know. Because even the most innocent girl could be that easy. You know? Um, so you don't really know anymore. What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. So much for getting a confirmation on a Power's alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. I mean, what we've always done, we gotta just try and look for more stuff. If WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. I mean, that stuff can easily be edited for the times. You know? Sorry, I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. That's what I'm talking about. A clue, a lead. Well, I don't know that, but that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yes, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe. No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. Huh. It had to have been someone who knows Will or Hammer. Or it could have been either one of them. You know? I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. So, maybe it's like some kind of blackmail involved. Really? Wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Unless if they were already on set. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I don't have any better information than that. No thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put the security lady on the spot. Let's ask her about sensing someone real quick. So you sense someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yes, I think. I think doesn't cut it in the witness testimony. Nick, what about the security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. Alright, let's go ahead and move to the front gate already. To the main gate. October 16th, Global Studios, main gate. What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. Let's talk to her and ask about Penny's claim. when I saw that suspicious look on your face. I wanted to ask again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times? Sure as can be. I don't believe you. We witnessed someone, um, but we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? I don't trust old bag. Ma'am, who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Uh, yeah, that's really suspicious. Alright, you better tell me and tell me quick. You spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do. Eh? Jesus Christ, that just makes you look very suspicious. We saw just we were just talking to the assistant in Studio One. She's not even a full-time employee. Jesus Christ, lady, calm down. All you youngins are... Jesus Christ, I'm not even gonna bother reading all that, because that's just yapping. Like, it's all just yapping, if anything. She left. Well, Nick, well, honestly, I'm glad that she left, if I'm being honest. This is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. Alright. Um, let's examine the computer already. The computer that runs the security cameras. Nick, maybe we can see that photo of Powers with his computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Try it. That's the only chance we got right now. Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick? Looks like I just have to enter a few numbers. Let's see first. I need the date and number. It looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1 p.m. That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. I don't remember. I'm gonna have to pause the recording. Alright, I remember it now. It's ST1307. There, enter. Hey, it printed out the data for that day. Let's see what we got. Are we sure that's Will? Huh? How's that a picture of Will Powers? Exactly! It could be anyone underneath that mask. Well, he's the one who always wears that suit. I guess that security lady thought it was him. Hold on, I'm gonna have to pause the recording. Alright, sorry about that. My sister was calling. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Yeah, knowing him, he'd probably just assume the same thing as a security lady. Something's printed on the back. Huh? October 15th, 2 p.m. Photo number 2. What does that mean? Well, maybe there's more to this photo. There's more photo data from that day. Nope, that's the only one in the computer. Alright, let's just see what we can do. Hey, Nick. Can we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah. We'll put the security lady in her place with this. Right. We'll put her right in her place. Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate. Jesus Christ, Maya. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Exactly, why does Phoenix have to be the villain, come to think of it? Relax, it was just a joke. So are we done here for today? Yep. I think this photo is what we need for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady. I mean, I don't know. It could very well be, but sometimes it's not the most obvious answer. You know? Alright, I think that this is about to enter day 2. Um, so let's see what this can do for me. Uh, I don't know what to do past this. October 18th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. All right, let's see what we can do. Oh, it's Miles. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio One of Global Studios. You know what's weird? Uh, the murder actually took place like 5 days after my birthday. Yeah, actually, my birthday's kind of easy to remember because it's the same. Like the month number is the same as the day number. So yeah, it is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. But yeah, my birthday is like October 10th. That's kind of crazy to think about, considering my birthday's 10/10. The evidence presented during this trial will all point to this fact. Sure, fact. I see. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call as first witness. Very well. I call the most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Man, I don't know why I'm pronouncing very like that. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Come on, Gumshoe, I know you can do this. Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studios. See? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate up to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. The security station past the gate. Past the security station, there is a gate. See? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found. Still, it seems way too convenient how there's no signs of, like, any spear-related damage. You know? Now on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. 3 people? What do you mean by that, Gumshoe? The victim, Jack Hammer. There's a defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. After lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was canceled. Judging by where the body, like the image of the body here, clearly there had to have been some blood. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. This samurai spear was found lodged in the victim's chest. Was the murder weapon. That's the case, in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to the whole thing again? Skip it. I've already got enough information. I think that I can probably remember that. So the murder weapon was a spear? How medieval. Samurai spear added to the court record. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. Alright. I gotta provide the photo. Will the witness declare her name? My, aren't you handsome? handsome fellow. Quit trying to, you know, loosen everything up. This is not how you were acting yesterday. I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Oh, dearie, no need to be for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. I don't want to call you Grandma, because that would just be too weird. Your name, please. Seems Edworth has a bit of trouble getting his witness to say their names. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. Just call me Grandma. I don't even care about this. I just want her to slow down so I can read all this. Objection. I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Now, the witness was stationed at the murder gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, I was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. You know your stuff, dearie. Honestly, I don't believe you. You may begin your testimony. She sure is one heck of a old bag. Well, that is her name, after all. Alright. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Old Hammer and the rest had been doing run-through, there since the morning. I had some errands to run in the morning, that morning. Anyways, it was 1 p.m. when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate, from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me, because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, right there. He was heading to the studio. Yeah, I'm gonna provide this photo. I can't right now. Yeah. Now let's just go to the last one. You saw the defendant then. Very well. Let's begin cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Now let's just go to the last one. Alright. I know that it was like, this one. Alright, let's present the photo. Yeah, there we go. Let me get this straight, Miss Oldbag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. Yeah, it doesn't even show Will Powers. It just shows the costume. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, Defender Neo Old Tokyo. It's Old Bag. Is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that it's Powers, right? No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. That's true. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one in this court is accused you of that, witness. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Nosy old man. Of course I have proof. Then why didn't you provide it? What? Yeah, like, whenever we're both surprised, it's obvious that she's lying. The prosecution would like to hold, the witness. Please make known all the information you had in your possession ahead of time. How was I supposed to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyways, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. Exactly, because it's not even good evidence. It doesn't even show that it's Will. You know? Well, old Windbag has even left Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof then. Alright. The man in the photo. I never say anything, I don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Will Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at the picture. You can see he's dragging his legs, see clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? So he had a sprained ankle? Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. I don't know what I can do, so I'm gonna look it up. Alright, I'm gonna pause the recording real quick. Alright, I have to press her on the fourth statement. This is the third. Alright, let's press her on this. He broke a prop. Sure he did. His own samurai spear. His samurai spear? The murder weapon? Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as a significant detail. I'd better write this down in the court record. Alright. Now let's go to the third statement. The second or third. Alright. Let's just, provide the samurai, spear. I'm gonna have to press the second or third, statement. Trip and fall? Yes. And to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course. You helped make it better? Alright. You helped make it better? I kissed it where it hurt. Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was this assistant, then? Oh, her? She was cleaning the backdrop, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. You may continue your testimony. Alright. Let's just see what I can do. I'm gonna pause the recording. Alright, let's see what I can do. There we go. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there's one thing that bothers me, which is, where's the Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyways, that's not important. Yes, it is! The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes. And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right. Are you sure that... Alright. It doesn't matter what I choose, apparently. Hold it right there. We can keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo was the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness please continue her testimony, please? No need to ask me twice. Alright. Let's see what I can do. Witness account continue. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., right? Wait, hold on. I'm gonna pause the recording real quick. Alright, come to think of it, I'm gonna have to save the rest of this for the next video. I want to try and finish this up, but I don't think I have enough time to. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.